Okay, guys, before I start this video is going to be about Michael Jackson. And I want to talk about that I think that this pop icon legend, I did say I was going to do a video of Michael Jackson. I don't think I said at one of my other videos that I was going to be doing a video that he could be still alive and there's no way he could be dead, because I'm sure people would be, sick and tired of like, oh, he could be alive or dead. But I'm going to get straight to the point about that this is it, where Michael Jackson, where he is showing them all who's the boss. Michael Jackson is the boss, obviously, because he knew his songs, his keys, his lyrics, what way he wants it to be, and if it's not right, Michael Jackson would just stop it dead. It's as simple as that. And I want to talk about how I'm so impressed, and you know, so it's just so watchable watching Michael Jackson, how he performed, and how he can do his songs, what way he wanted its songs to be. And when I watch Michael Jackson here doing what he did, what he was doing at best, it's just incredible. This is one point in the this is the scene in the movie of This Is It, where he's telling all the dancers what way he wants his songs and everything he wants it what way to be. So I don't believe that Michael Jackson. Now I'm not saying that he did fake his death or he didn't, but the way when I listen to this scene right here, I listen to what Michael Jackson says. About if something doesn't go right, he would say like, oh, we can get it, we can check it over tomorrow, we can check it over the next time, or the next night. It just makes me think to myself, there's no way this man could have died, just because of drugs. This man, there's no story to it, because the only story we got was that Michael Jackson was found, dead, unconscious of propofol when the doctor returned to the room. There's just so much stuff was going on back then, because that night on June 24th, 2009, when Michael Jackson was leaving the Staples Center, he gave them all a hug and he said to Kenny Ortega, and he also said to Randy Phillips that I am so glad, or something like that, and he was so happy that they got him that this far, and that this is a tour is going to happen. And then like hours later, the next day, Michael Jackson, as what we're told, that Michael Jackson was found dead of propofol. It was the propofol was the final drug that killed him, because Michael Jackson wasn't just given propofol, he was given drugs before that. The doctor couldn't get him to sleep, so he pumped him with more drugs. Let me tell you something. There's no way one man could take so much drugs and be okay the next day. Even if Michael Jackson didn't wasn't given the propofol, Michael Jackson, on that day of June 25th, 2009, what would have been like if he had if he had got the Staples Center, and he would have been just a normal day, and a normal usual day, like any other day. We don't know what would have happened, because I mean, the doctor was saying on that day that Michael Jackson was pleading for the propofol. So why not give the propofol? Well, I, and that's, my God, I know the propofol shouldn't have been used in the first place, but why give him it in the morning and not at nighttime? Because if he had to give him it at nighttime, the doctor probably wouldn't even have left the room. He probably would have stayed by his side like he did before with the other drugs. So why give him all those drugs throughout the night and then give him the propofol the next morning? Wasn't Michael Jackson meant to be going to Staples Center that morning? Or was it his day off? Well, not his day off, but it was Michael Jackson, getting ready, going at the Staples Center at night or day. I don't know. But the thing is, there's no way this man could have died by the hands of propofol or drugs. Michael Jackson was smart enough And Michael Jackson also said once that he could handle the drugs, and he wanted his kids also to see him perform. And with the Leaving Neverland, as well as there's just so much. I have watched people saying about that Leaving Neverland that it is awful, that it is disturbing, that it is enough to drive you sick to the stomach. But you know, we don't know what to believe because there is no proof to hard fans out there to give to us that Michael Jackson did do it, but there isn't. And I remember watching something a while ago that you know of Michael people who are Michael Jackson fans, that we are just as bad as Michael Jackson as being guilty if he was guilty, because people are standing by him because he is innocent. So other people out there are saying that we are just as bad as Michael Jackson because if he was guilty, that would make us guilty. Let me tell you something. That is so ridiculous of what way to think, you know? We are not stupid. We are smart. We would know if this man did anything wrong because we would know, we would have known years ago. In 2005, Michael Jackson was acquitted on all charges, 13 counts not guilty. This is where you have to, remember what I'm saying. Whatever I'm not saying, whatever if I sound like that, I'm going off one here, but I'm just saying as it is because if everything I say, I always put it right in the end. You know, Michael Jackson was found not guilty in 2005, and then years later, in 2009, 4 years later after that, Michael Jackson was in full comeback mode, and when he made the announcement in March of 2009 in London, he seemed all right. Some people thought he seemed strange. I mean, there's conspiracies that when Michael Jackson was in London for the announcement, this is it, he was drunk. He was drunk. People were saying it wasn't even Michael Jackson. People were saying, oh, Michael Jackson was acting strange or weird, or he didn't seem right. He was himself. Let me tell you something. If he wasn't himself, he wouldn't be rocking it out at the O2 Arena on the stage, showing the fans that what he could do, and that he still had it, and he was still here, and he was still the best. When he does that little shuff, that little dance, to the fans. So if Michael Jackson was drunk, then there's no way he could have done what he done there, because that's just incredible. That's just a 50-year-old man doing stunts like that. There, it's just amazing. I'm watching Michael Jackson here, and that this is it. Throughout the rehearsals and getting ready for the tour. This is just footage. This is just footage of Michael Jackson behind the scenes. So let's get back to what I was saying about Michael Jackson could be alive. I want to say this, that Michael Jackson could be alive and hiding in secret, and no one will ever know, only his close family and his kids. I believe that. I believe that Michael Jackson is hiding in secret, and he's been hiding in secret for 12 years now, and only his kids can see him and his family. And I really do believe that. But I do believe as well that I think that the guy might be dead, and he has been dead, you know? And the thing is, when Michael Jackson was on that propofol, and at the end of the day, he shouldn't have been on it. And a doctor should have known that propofol should not have been used in a fucking home setting. It's just ridiculous. It does not make any sense. Does this look like a man that was going to die, just days later? Michael Jackson was pumped up here till the max. Look how thin he is here in this photo. It is just ridiculous. He is wearing tight jackets. He looks good. When people look thin and they look in good shape, I mean, like, when I look at Michael Jackson here, it looks like that he has an eight pack, and he is built in shape, and he is, at his best, and he's got style with that tight jacket and what he is wearing, and he can do all those moves than what he is doing here. And we all know that Michael Jackson wore wigs, if he did or not, but he just looks rock and roll right here. It looks like he can just do a moonwalk right there, and he could do it because because it's him. It's Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? I mean, I love the This Is It movie. I have the This Is It movie. You can get it in Blu-ray also. There's a Blu-ray release where you can get a slight better, picture and quality in it. But I would love to see a release in it in 4K at its high quality. I would love to see that because I don't want to buy it in Blu-ray. I have it in just DVD, an ordinary DVD. I don't want to buy the Blu-ray because when you buy Blu-ray DVDs and then the 4K comes out, when you buy the 4K, you get two discs. You get a Blu-ray and the 4K. So that's why I'm gonna wait until they've released the 4K. This is it movie if they ever do. But I do know when it was the 10th anniversary box set of Michael Jackson's This Is It, you get like the book of it, of Michael Jackson behind the scenes with the dancers, and it's incredible. There's a release of a This Is It box where you get 3D and you get like 5 or 10 minutes of footage of it of Michael Jackson airline, I think, where the airplane just flies away over the stage of Staples Center, which was going to happen in the O2 Arena. I don't think you guys understand how good this tour was going to be. This was going to be the ultimate tour, and I can tell you guys because when I watch the This Is It movie, I could just see when it's all over, I could just see, my God, if you just close your eyes and you could just imagine what it would have been like. Now I have the book called The Master of Illusions, and it's Michael Jackson of his last days. What the tour was going to be like. People would have been standing on their tiptoes, not even stand on their tiptoes. They would have been lifted up from the ground because people would have been in so much shock and excitement. It just you guys have no idea what this tour was going to be like. And I've really said everything I've really wanted to say in this video. I was meant to get some videos done, a few days ago there, but I got over like, 5 videos done on the 5th of March of this year because it was the 12th year of the Michael Jackson's announcement at the O2 Arena for the This Is It. I mean, 12 years, guys. 12 years. I mean, it's been 12 years, and if Michael Jackson is still alive, then wow, because it's his time to come out and defend himself and put this Leaving Neverland to sleep because it's rubbish. You know what I mean? When I watch people talking about it, how bad and how disturbing it is, it just makes me, it just really, really, I take a step back and go to myself, oh my God, why are they doing this to this man? This man is innocent. He's not, there's no guilt, there's no proof of guilt, nothing, Give us something that, give us something, if he did do it, but we're not gonna get anything from anybody because there's nothing there. There's people turning against Michael Jackson. People who were close to him, people are turning against him because of these liars, because of these. Oh, hold on, Ray Robson and Jimmy Safechuck, when they swore on their oath at the trial of 2005, they swore that Michael Jackson did nothing. So you know what, guys, we're gonna stand by Michael Jackson because he didn't do anything. He didn't touch a child. He cared about children. He didn't touch a child in a sexual way. He is innocent, and that is it. Simple as that. We need to let this man live in peace if he is living in peace somewhere in secret, which I do believe. Because on the day he died, you know, there was a lot happening that day. People were all over that ambulance. They were all over it. People are saying that Michael Jackson wasn't even in the ambulance. People are saying, that there was a photo shot, an actual, the real footage of itself where the guy got the camera right up till the ambulance, and you can actually see the hat where Michael Jackson, when he was in disguise, the hat, the glasses, the mask. Jesus, guys, I can really just sketch it out and draw it and show you guys. It's like that Michael Jackson was alive in the ambulance and he was escaping. Just like when we got the Escape album in 2014, when you listen to the song Escape. It's just ridiculous. It really is. This man is, and you don't know who, people who say things about him, I mean, with us leaving Neverland and everything else, and they think Michael Jackson is dead or alive. We don't know. But if Michael Jackson is alive and Jamie Safechuck and Ray Robson think that Michael Jackson's dead, and what if Michael Jackson is alive and Michael Jackson is watching and listening to everything what they're doing? It's just so hilarious. We can look at it that way too. You know? So those are my beliefs that Michael Jackson could be alive in secret and listening to everything and out there in the world. And if anything comes close to taking this guy down, taking his legacy down, taking his children down, taking his family down, and everything else he had throughout his life, destroying his legacy completely, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It will never happen. This guy's legacy is too strong to be destroyed. It, I, you know what, guys? I could just go on and on and on, but I'm not going to because you know what, guys? I am going to go on and on and on because I could talk all night about this man. Michael Jackson was 50 years old at the time. He was a 50 and a 50-year-old man performing. What? Are you kidding me? I mean, come on. You know, when you're in your 50s, that's when you hit the age. Yes, the 20s and 30s and 40s, it's okay. Well, 40s, yeah, okay. But 50s, come on, guys, for fuck's sake. You know, what more could we want from this man? I mean, Michael Jackson is not even here to defend himself. Why wait till he passed away and then come out with these ridiculous allegations and all this crap? It's just absolutely ridiculous. So, and I actually haven't done a video of Michael Jackson could be alive in a while, to be honest with you guys. So this is a return of my beliefs that Michael Jackson could be still alive, hiding in secret in 2021. You know. So guys, I think I've said everything I've wanted to say about this and about that. I pretty much talked about a few things tonight about that. This is it, about the leaving bullshit and never leaving Neverland, about him he could be alive and hiding in secret, and everything else I've said in this video. If you guys think I'm right, let me know in the comments and tell me what you guys think of what I've said tonight. Let me know in the comments what you guys think what I have said about the King of Pop. And if you guys think I've said anything wrong or bad, or just let me know in the comments and I will mistake myself. But if you guys think this video's good, then whatever I've said or whatever I haven't said, hit the like button. If you guys don't like my videos, don't hit the like button. I would much appreciate it. If you don't give me dislikes, I would much appreciate it if you give me likes. And please let me know in the comments what you guys think of this video. Okay, guys? And that's everything I've wanted to say in this video tonight. And I hope I can have some cool videos coming up of the late singer Michael Jackson back in his last days of 2009, of his This Is It behind the scenes in the movie. Okay, guys, take care. Peace. And I hope you guys are all safe out there with this COVID-19. So stay safe. Peace.